welcome to Yoga with Victoria. Today we're going to do a Tapas yoga class, which is niyama called Tapas, that is all about discipline. So, for example, practicing yoga every day, even though you don't always want to, or going to bed an hour earlier, is really about having self-control and something you can evolve and develop when you practice yoga. So that is what this class is all about. So there is going to be some asanas that is perhaps a little more difficult, and I want you to stay in it and just breathe and challenge yourself. So everything you need is your yoga mat, and let's begin. So we're going to start on the back of our mats in shavasana. So we're going to lay down on our backs. You can just close your eyes, palm of your hands towards the ceiling, taking some deep breaths. You can lay your hand over your stomach and your breast. 1, 2, 3. Extend your stomach, belly, and 1, 2, 3. In your chest and restrain the breath. And breathe out of your belly in 1, 2, 3. And your chest in 1, 2, 3. Breathe in into your belly in 1, 2, 3. And chest in 1, 2, 3. And retain the breath. And slowly breathe out of your belly in 1, 2, 3. And chest in 1, 2, 3. You can continue in your own space, or you can lay down your hands next to you. Setting an intention for this class. Which word is your intention for the rest of your day as a guidance? Bring your right leg towards you, and then your left. We're going to do recline pigeon pose. So take your right foot over your left knee and bring it towards you. Use your right arm to press your right hips outwards. So this is like a laying pigeon. So we are stretching the hips and hamstrings. And it's also very good if you have lower back pain. And now we switch, so left leg over your right. Bring it towards you. And press your left knee out with your left arm. And your right foot can just lay down. You don't have to use any strength in it to keep it up. Now you can come out, reach your arms over your head, and take your knee up and just rock side to side. Now we're going to come up, so you can roll backwards and come forward. Now we're going to do some cat-cows. So round your back and arch, look up. Round and arch, look up. And round, chest in and up. And now you're going to lift your right leg up. You can hold with your right hand. Try to keep it in a square position. You're going to challenge yourself with extending, reaching your right hand towards the ceiling. And focus on your breath. Now reach with your arm towards the leg, and you can start to push it towards the ceiling. You can focus on one point on the floor to keep your balance. Great. Now let's come down. In downward dog, our first downward dog. Think about how it felt doing these asanas. If it was so difficult that you wanted to quit, and that's okay. Just admit it and try to figure out how it might get easier the next time. If it is any physical or mental reason. Yoga is about dealing with feelings in our life, not trying to lay down under a yoga mat and just forget it, because that's not possible. So we are going to do Dandasana. Now we're going to do Dandasana. So come to your, you can stay here, or you can come down with your legs and your chest. Cobra and downward dog. Now we're going to go down. Now we're going to do it on the opposite side. So I'm just going to do this so you can see me. And now you're going to lift your left leg up. Use the strength to lift up, and then you can stay here, or you can reach your left arm up. Very good. And now reach and hold over your left foot. Reach it up. Feeling a deep stretch. And still keeping your balance. If you fall out, that's totally okay. Just come back up or do Balasana. Great. And back to downward dog. Now we're going to walk our feet towards the top of the mat. Lift up halfway and come all the way down. You can bend your knee. And slowly come up. This about challenging yourself, staying and doing things that you really don't want to, or you just want to quit. So now we're going to do tree pose on your right leg. So you can take it on your hips or on your legs. And arms in front of you. Focus on one point in front of you that is not moving. Also focus on pressing your right hips outwards, so feeling a deeper stretch. And warrior three. Ooh. So you can keep your arms like extended like I do, or you can have it in front of you like in a prayer, or you can keep it down on the mat. So choose what feels best for you. You can also bend your left knee as well. Now we're going to come in half moon. So your right arm over your hips and left arm down. And then you are going to open up. So your feet is pointing outwards. You can reach your right arm if that feels okay, or you can keep both arms on the mat. Now you can try to reach for your right foot. That is more advanced, so you can try or stay in half moon. Come back to half moon. Arms down and high lunge. Instead of staying here, we're going to tilt forward using the strength in our abdominals, so your belly is not touching your left leg. Come up and lay down your right leg, arms down, half split. Coming back to your normal breath. Trying to extend your left leg as much as possible, but we're not focusing on flexibility that much in this class, but more on challenge yourself. Even though for some people doing half split might be very challenging, then I want you to breathe. And if you are not able to breathe and you are come too far down, then you can come a bit more up with your chest, and you can also come a little more forward with your left leg. So not extending it as much. Now coming back. And Chaturanga Dandasana with push up if you want to. And cobra. tug. Now walk to the front of the mat, halfway up, and come all the way down. Slowly come all the way up into mountain pose. Now we're going to do tree pose on the other side. So left leg either on your right leg or on your hips. So not on your knee. Try to push it outwards and hands in front of your heart. It's totally okay if you wiggle or lose your balance. Not even trees in real life is standing 100% still. It's also wingwism. So allow yourself to fall out. In a few seconds you're going to do warrior tree. So slowly come all the way down. With your arms or keeping it in front of you. You can bend your knee or you can keep it straight. Now we're going to do half moon. So keep your left arm on your left hips and right arm down. And start to open up your hips to half moon. Then reach your arm up. You can stay here or you can grab your foot and come down with both hands and up in warrior or high lunge to be more precise. So now lean a little bit forward but use the strength in your upper body. Keep your arms reaching forward. Don't forget to breathe and come all the way down, half split. So the main point is to try to extend your knee as much as possible instead of thinking that your upper body is going to get as much as close, because then you might arch your back, and we're trying to keep our back as straight as possible. Be proud of yourself because we just done some really hard asanas. It really required a lot of balance, but also patience with yourself when you fall out or it gets so hard that you really don't just want to quit. be proud of yourself for trying and for sticking with me. For some people, laying in shavasana might be even more difficult, so whatever is your most difficult asanas, challenging yourself, having the discipline to doing it over and over again is really admiring, and remember that you're doing it for yourself. We mostly develop ourselves when we are in uncomfortable situations or asanas, so the best thing is to try again. The worst thing is to never do it again because it's uncomfortable or difficult. Now, going back in downward dog, and lay down on your knees, and we're going to do puppy pose. So reach your arms in front of your mat and start to bend so your chest is coming as close as possible down to your mat. You can also bend your arms towards the forehead for a different kind of stretch. Doing some more relaxing stretching asanas before doing some more heating asanas. So slowly come all the way up and downward dog. Come into plank on your left side. And now I want you to take your right leg into the front of the middle of your mat. And now you're going to come all the way down. Reach arms back and lift up. Reaching your arms over your head. So we're going to do this a few more times. So come all the way down and all the way up. So use the strength in your entire body. You can do it faster than me or slower than me. Reach up and down. So use the strength in your body so you don't fall down. I know it's very tempting, but don't do it. You will get much more good in your body if you do it properly. Now we're going to just stay here. Very good, and come back into plank and Chaturanga. Upward dog. Come down on your knees. I'm going to do butterfly pose just to catch your breath. So straight upper body and fall down, keeping your back in a straight position. You can close your eyes. So we're heating our body and then we're slowly relaxing. So a bit of like vinyasa and yin all together in one class. But of course we're not doing yin yoga because we're not holding this for 2 minutes or longer, but we're holding for a few breaths. And slowly come all the way up And now we're going to do it on the other side. So we start in downward dog and plank on your right side. So the opposite side this time. Reach your left arm towards the ceiling and left foot in the middle of your mat. Come all the way down and reach up. So you can kind of like think it of like a wave in the water, crashing into the beach. So you're like using your entire body, so don't think you're just using your arm strength or your core, but also you're pushing with your feet. Doing it as fast or slow as you want. And last time. Stay here for a few seconds and plank. Now we're going to do 3 push-ups. 2 and 3. Downward dog. Come down, your feet. Take your shoeless pose, so right leg over your left. So you can stay here, sitting in a straight position, or you can come all the way down. Reconnecting to yourself in this moment. What is your one-word intention this day that you're going to have with you after this class as a reminder? And where do you need self-discipline in your everyday life? Where do you need more energy to change something for the better? Come all the way down, and we're just going to switch. So, left knee over your right knee in shoeless pose. So again, you can just sit here, or you can come all the way down with your hands. And we're going to do just one more asana before laying down in balasana, and that is kakasana. That is also requiring a lot of balance, but also a lot of arm strength. So for me personally, not laying all my strength on my arms wrist is the most difficult, because you want to avoid getting any problems with your arm wrist. So just be aware of that, and I think it's going to be going alright. So come up on your tippy toes, and your arms is in front of your knees, and then you can just and backwards, just feeling how your weight is. And when you're ready, you can lift up one leg and then the other. So focusing on one point in front of you is really important. So you can stop here and you can practice some more, or you can lay down in Balasana. Child's pose. Lay your arms next to your body, coming back to your normal breath. Slowly start to move your fingers and toes. Come all the way up in a cross-legged position. Rolling your shoulders forward and backwards. Reaching your arms up towards the ceiling and in front of your heart. Taking yourself, or taking a small part of your day to doing something good for yourself and challenging yourself. Doing something that might be difficult, but continuing challenge yourself, getting a better person. So please let me know in the comments what your one-word intention is for today and how this class went for you. And I wish you a very good day. Namaste.